So this video is about setting up a notification for a search, and I just stopped the video and started it again from the how to do a search. So we have a search already in here under 335, single family home in Fruita that is active with 3 bedrooms, 1,700 square feet or more, built 2000 or newer. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say save search, and I can just hit save search and it'll just save the search, but it'll save it under me. If I do save search as, I can say save search as contact. I don't have Joe in here, so I'm going to add a contact. His first name is Joseph, last name below, and I need an email address for him. The only, oh, no. His email address is the second, traviscox@gmail.com. Now do this for you. Practice this for you. You can have your email address in here, or maybe a burner email address you don't use anymore. And practice this. I'm going to hit save. Yeah, you could put his address in here, but I don't bother with that. Hit save. All right, now you see here, it's going to save the search to Blow, Joseph. I'm going to hit save and notify, and you can just hit save. But if you hit save and notify, it takes you to another menu and it automatically lets him know that you've done this. A search with this name already exists. Cancel. It's not the, okay. I need to change the name. Joseph Blows Fruita. There we go. Save and notify. Sweet. All right, that one went through. So now you'll see over here, we're in the Contacts tab, which you can get to by clicking this. We're in the Contacts tab. Over here, you'll see a list of all of the contacts that I have in the Jujara MLS. Click on, you go down and click on Joe. I'll close this tab. You know, I'm going to close all this, let you see. So we're at home. Go to Contacts. View, Manage Contacts. Brings up this tab. There's Joe. I'm going to click on Joe, and brings up him in his own tab. We've got saved, where is it? Buyer activity. Here we go. Under buyer activity, we've got Joe Blows Fruita search. Click on that. Now, if we want to set up notification for Joe on this search, we can. And this is where we do it. You'll see here, notifications right now are turned off. We can say no notifications, but I can view the matches for saved search without sending any email to my client. But you know, my client wants to see it. People love seeing stuff. So I'm going to say email notification. There we go. Brings up a new tab. It's going to send this email to, this is the email I said was Joe Blows. It's going to also carbon copy me. If I don't want to get that, I can X me out of that. This will be the subject line, real estate listing notification for Joe Blow. You can put anything you want in here. This is where you select what kind of view they will get when they click on the link. I suggest client full detail. It gives them, you know, all the full detail, gives them all the pictures, but it doesn't give them the listing brokerage information. Now, you've got them under buyer agency, hopefully, but there is a chance that it's just some walk-in that you've met and you don't have them under buyer agency. You certainly don't want to be sending that person emails that give them the ability to contact the listing agent. You want them to contact you. Yeah, so I would pick the client full detail in nearly every situation. If you do have them under buyer agency, you still don't want them to have the listing agency information, just because they may call that listing broker, and hey man, it really confuses things when that happens. So here you can set some standard message. Joe, here's another one you can actually afford. Okay, maybe you don't want to say that, but That's the message. You can type that in there, and it'll show up in every message that Joe gets. So you'll also see that my my signature's in there. I set that up by going into preferences and putting my email signature in there. And that's, I'm going to make a note, that's a video that we need. Okay. All right, so then I'm going to hit OK. And I just set up success. I just set up email notification for Joe Blow in Paragon, and this will work in Montrose and in Grand Junction.